The New York Jets on a 2-year, $40 million deal that includes $30 million guaranteed. The Jets have their new quarterback. The Steelers don't get Justin Fields, and now the Steelers have an opening. But the Jets are moving forward with Justin Fields. They already have Tyrod Taylor under contract. And look, Dan, we talked about it this morning on Get Up. When Justin Fields was not getting done in Pittsburgh, as other deals are getting done with other players and other teams signing players, you have to wonder, what are you waiting for? Why? He's not getting the deal done. As Wendy would say, when he's not signing, and he can, something's going on in New York. And it was. Justin Fields is getting a deal done with the New York Jets. And he's reunited with Garrett Wilson, who he played with at Ohio State. The Jets have a new quarterback, and we'll see how it goes.
The money that he was able to get.
I mean, $40 million deal, $30 million guaranteed. That is a fantastic it's a fantastic contract.
That's good agency.
His agent is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity for Justin Fields to go to a place, and we've talked about this. It's now his chance to go prove that he can go get it done. And here's the reality, and people don't like to live in this. Justin Fields' last 2 seasons, he's thrown for 21 touchdowns and 10 picks. No, I'm not telling everybody that this guy's Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow. But even in those situations that maybe haven't been the best, he's been a good, solid player. And now he gets to go to an organization that says, hey, we want you to be our starting quarterback for a year or two. And then if it works out, great. And if not, but at least it's an opportunity for Justin to be the guy.
Yeah, he gets to play, again, with his guy, Garrett Wilson, as well. I am curious, though, because now that they know that Justin Fields is not going to be in Pittsburgh, what do the Steelers do next, you think, Adam Schefter?
I think Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers would be the 2 logical options. Now, if Aaron Rodgers goes to the New York Giants, then there's one option in Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson goes to the Giants, there's one option in Pittsburgh. Now, I'm sure there are other quarterbacks involved in the mix, and we're still waiting to hear what Daniel Jones does. And Daniel Jones will have an opportunity to go to Minnesota or Indianapolis, and I think that Indianapolis has a real chance to get Daniel Jones. So I see Dan has a point to make, but Justin Fields, his decision to go to the Jets was, I think, a huge positive for Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and the options that they have.
Especially Rodgers.
Okay.
Oh, totally. I think if they're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you should be on the phone with Aaron right now, and Aaron should not get off the phone.
You have to.
You just traded a 3rd-round pick and gave DK Metcalf $150 million.
Right.
You have to maximize that player. And the best way to do that is with Aaron Rodgers. Shefty, the point I wanted to make that I found really interesting right now is you mentioned Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Daniel Jones. Those are 3 quarterbacks. There's 4 seats. Because it's Minnesota looking for a bridge back up, Indy doing the same thing, Pittsburgh and the Giants. Now,
Cleveland.
Okay,
that's true.
perfect. So,
and Tennessee.
This is where the bidding wars become. This is where, if you're the Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers, 2 historic franchises, you're bidding against each other for Aaron Rodgers right now. And who's going to pony up and overpay for that quarterback?
And I would also say, this is the end, when all of this settles, we're going to know exactly who is setting their sights on the draft.
100%.
They're going to just out themselves.
100%.
Because if you're not, Pittsburgh's ready to win now. Get a ready-to-win quarterback, and then the ones that we mentioned, Cleveland, Tennessee,
the Giants.
They're drafting.
Yeah, I think the Giants should draft a quarterback very early in the draft, no matter what happens in this situation. But I do think if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers and you get Aaron Rodgers, I don't think you have to jump in the draft at quarterback. I think if you sign anybody else, you have to be ultra aggressive in the draft at quarterback.
What could Rodgers fetch money-wise?
You know, I think the money really is secondary. I think that you want to come up with a deal if you're the team that is fair and respectable, because you don't want to embarrass the guy. But do I think that he's getting $55, $60 million?
Right.
No, I don't. I think they're going to get fair, strong, solid deals, but not groundbreaking.
The last point I'll make on Rodgers to the Steelers, you walk into that building, into that locker room, it's not your show.
Yes.
That's Mike Tomlin's, that's TJ Watt's, that's Cam Hayward's, that's Minka Fitzpatrick. And I think that's a positive thing for that relationship.
That's the family, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, that's
we just need you to play quarterback.
stable of an organization as you can get.
Yep.
Gentlemen, great stuff.
It'll be very interesting to